Washington. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit Washington this week comes at a critical juncture for his alliance with the United States, as Republican leaders in Congress disagree on how to send more military and humanitarian aid the country. President Biden is seeking an additional $24 billion in security and humanitarian aid for Ukraine, in keeping with his promise to help the country as long as it takes to remove Russia from its borders. But approval of Mr. Biden's request is highly uncertain because of a growing partisan divide in Congress on how to proceed. Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy told reporters he wants more aid Ukraine to be discussed on its own merits as a standalone bill, rather than tying it other priorities such as government funding. But the Senate has other ideas. Leaders in the chamber want to combine Ukraine aid with other priorities, such as a short-term spending bill that will likely be needed to avoid a shutdown at the end of September. The differing approaches threaten escalate into a stalemate that could easily delay future American aid rounds Ukraine, and are compounded as Zelensky makes his first visit the United States since his surprise speech Congress at the end of 2022. Zelensky thanked every American for their support as he dramatically unfurled the Ukrainian flag behind then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat of California, and Vice President Kamala Harris. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addresses Congress as Vice President Kamala Harris and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi hold the Ukrainian national flag given to them by Zelensky at the U.S. Capitol on December 21, 2022. MANDEL NGANAFP via 9 months later. With Republicans now controlling the House majority, there is growing wariness among voters about continued support for Ukraine as Russia turns its invasion into a costly war of attrition. In Congress, doubts appear to be concentrated among House Republicans. Many people share former President Donald Trump's America First approach and want to stop aid altogether. Most members of the House and Senate support aid, seeing the defense of Ukraine and democracy as a global imperative. McCarthy has stressed the need to monitor Ukraine's aid, but he has also criticized Russia and criticized the country's killing of children in a speech this summer. But he is juggling a desire to help Ukraine with domestic political realities, including demands from many in his party for cuts in government spending. In some ways, tying Ukrainian aid to other pressing issues might increase the chances that that aid would pass quickly. Some lawmakers will be inclined to vote Ukrainian aid if, for example, it is included in disaster aid their states. But the maneuver will also deeply divide House Republicans and is sure to anger critics who have threatened to oust McCarthy from the presidency. "I don't know why they want to put this in a CR," McCarthy said, using Washington's parlance for a short